Hi friends, it's Kate from Kate's Crafting Corner. I am so sorry about the super loud sound of the air conditioning, but it's gonna be 102 today and it needs to stay on. In part because I went and ran some errands with my husband this morning. I still haven't been to sleep yet. It is 1:30 in the afternoon. But I ran a few errands with my husband, and so I turned off the air conditioning because I was like, it's the morning time, it's not so hot, and save a little money by not running the air conditioning. Well, then we were out for actually a couple hours. So this room is warm and I cannot sleep in it. So I thought I would take a moment and introduce the second Olympics challenge that I am going to be doing. And I'm not sure my hand's gonna appreciate this because it's still pretty sore from the worry worms. I'm hoping that a good sleep will help ease it. But what it's gonna be is, some of you who have been following me for a while know that the school I work at has a house system. I am in Epimino purple house. I want it to be green, but I didn't get a pick. So our school has 6 houses. They each have a different color. Epimino is purple, Habilis is black, Wafa is gold, Milos is blue, Inavase is red, and Kalawahi is green. That's 6 houses. So we have with us a D6. Isn't it pretty? Kind of matches. Sorry, I had to break up a dog fight. I also have with me a Canadian penny. Why Canadian? Because some kid turned this in thinking it was a penny during the book fair, and it is a penny, just from Canada. And so I traded out one of my own pennies for this Canadian penny because I was like, I don't have a Canadian penny. So now I've got a Canadian penny. So, what we're gonna do. I thought it would be cool for the kids, especially the girls, that if they wanted to, when they pick prizes for bingos, to have a scrunchie in their house color might be cool for them. So I'm planning on having some scrunchies in my prize container, and I will also be listing them in my Etsy shop because I gotta fund the prize container. I spend a lot of money on prizes, to be honest. Probably about $100 a month, which when there's 10 months of school, that's about $1,000 in a school year. That's a lot of money. But, so, hoping the Etsy will help offset a little bit. But, so, again, I thought it would be fun for, especially the girls, if they wanted to have a scrunchie in their house color, to have that option. And so, what we're going to be doing, by we, I mean me, is I wrote down all of the house names. I do have velvet yarn that corresponds with each color. It's not always the best pick. I think my purple yarn is probably closer to this color than this color, but it is what it is. It's purple. And so I am going to roll a d6, and that is going to determine which house I am going to make scrunchies for. And then I will flip the coin. Heads, it's 1. Tails, it's 2. And we are going to see at the end of 24 hours what house has won this competition and has the most scrunchies. I'm hoping for Epimino, but we will see. So let's roll the dice first. It is Epimino! 1. Whew. Okay, now we're going to flip our coin. And it is tails. First of all, this is a fairly older, actually it's 95, it's not that old, but it's pretty worn, so it's a little bit harder for me to see the heads versus tails. That is heads. I did have a Canadian nickel, same situation, but I dropped it and I'm a little bit worried the dogs took off with it. Anyways, Epimino, purple, 2 scrunchies. That's where we're starting. I'm not gonna come every draw. I think I'm going to do those while watching matches or events. And usually how the events work is all of the swimming that's like in that day or the first half of the day will be one video, and that could be like an hour to 2 hours depending on how many competitions and medal ceremonies and stuff like that. Rowing ones can be 4 hours. Kayaking, I've done a 4-hour one, and I've also done a 2-hour one. So it's basically in segments like that. So at the end of each video that I watch, I will update the count. And I'm going to try to put a running score and see who wins in the end. The dice will decide, because I'm not going to be biased. So we'll be starting with purple and doing 2 scrunchies. I'll be back later. Bye. Okay, friends, I just finished watching the men's canoe final slalom. I am really enjoying this sport. So it is my current go-to. I also watched while eating dinner some swimming, and then when I finished eating, I started with the crochet. Anyway, sorry, we're about an hour and a half into my challenge, maybe an hour 40. So I have 2 purple for Epimino, and this is in the colorway Potent Purple. And then the next one that I rolled the dice for was also 2, and that is for Habilis, which is the black house, and this is called Blackbird. And it is black. And I think it's really pretty. Although this ball is shedding the worst I've ever had a ball shed. So that's not the best. And it is definitely the hardest one to see. So I'm kind of like feeling with my hook, but it's okay. So I've got one done and the other one started. I'm about to put on, so I have watched the semifinal. I'm now about to watch the final of the men's canoe slalom. So I thought while we were stopped, because this video is telling me it's an hour and 11 minutes long, although I do know about 8 to 10 of those is going to be a break between the competition finishing and the medals being handed out. I haven't watched it yet, but I know that's what they did for the women's yesterday. So let's roll the dice so we can see what we're gonna do after we finish this. I rolled Habilis again, 2. And how many? Another 2. So Habilis taking the lead here with 4 in black. So lovely, because the black is the hardest to see, but that's okay. We're just gonna see what house is gonna win in the end. So I will chat with y'all later. Bye. Hello friends, long time no see. You don't know that because it'll have just been like a second. But so it's been 2 days since I've watched Olympics or crocheted. And the reason for that is because I go back to work on Wednesday. That's the first day of school. I'm a school librarian, in case you're new on the channel. An elementary school librarian. And so because it was my last weekend, on Saturday I played games with my sisters. So we played Stardew Valley, we played Farm Together, which is one of our favorites. We have Farm Together and then Farm Together 2, and we love it. If you play Farm Together, let me know, and you can come visit my farm and help me farm. It's pretty great. If you are into casual, slow-paced games or want to try one out, try Farm Together. It's a lot of fun. And so we did that for a while. We were going to play Lord of the Rings online and do some questing, but my one sister was tired, and so that was too much for her. So we started instead. But anyways, and then on Sunday, my husband and I went and did errands, and that was a lot of like grocery shopping. And this is probably the first big grocery shopping situation that I've done the whole summer break, because my husband had surgery at the beginning of June to remove a growth. The recovery for that did not go so well. We ended up going to the hospital because the doctors were concerned he might have developed a clot. And then we got COVID from being in the hospital, like in the emergency room, and that was the beginning of July. And then my birthday was mid-July. We went to the fair, and like, so there just hasn't been really an opportunity or anything. And then I was watching the Olympics, so, and before that the Euros. So yeah, that was, oh my gosh, we went to Costco, then we went to Walmart, and then we went out to dinner. So we were gone for about 6 hours. And then Sunday nights is our recycling and garbage night. And so putting away everything we bought and doing the garbage and recycling took me about 4 to 5 hours. And I did it by myself. My husband normally helps, but we didn't get home until really late, and he had an early morning training that he had to do. So I told him just to go to bed and I'd handle it myself. So yeah. So now it is probably about 9 on Monday night. I slept about 12 hours because I had tried to reset my sleep schedule. So I didn't sleep at all on Saturday night, and I powered through Sunday because my plan had been to then go to bed at a reasonable time, but then the whole grocery situation. And a lot of that was, like buying snacks and stuff for me for at work, because I'm more of a snacker during work than an actual lunch and breakfast eater. So the cashier, which was like the world's slowest cashier, but she seemed like a sweet lady. She was like, oh, let's do the back to school stuff first. Somehow yarn got included with back to school stuff. And then she's like, how many kids do you have? And I was like, none. Like, this is all for me. It's going in my library. Because, yeah, I, like, when you buy a thing in bulk, it's bigger, but it will last me a long time. So, whatever. Anyways, so I'm about to start watching Olympics again, going back to kayaking and canoeing. And so I did finish my 3 more black scrunchies. Then I did roll the dice, and it was the red for Innovase. I haven't started it yet, but this is the bright red. I had pulled out to start, and then there was like kind of a clumping situation, so I unclumped it. But I only got a 1 for that, so I'll do 1. And then we'll see if there's good stopping points so we can roll together, see how much I can get done. And I'm going to continue once school gets back, because I get out of work at 3:30, so I'll just probably be coming home and watching more Olympics. So anyways, I will chat with you all, and I hope you're having an awesome crafty day. Bye. Okay, well, I think it took 45 minutes to make this one, which is a lot longer than it should have, but my desk is unorganized again at the moment, and so I couldn't find my tapestry needle, so I had to use, this is the one I had to use. I got it in a whole pack off Amazon for my crochet club that I hosted at school last year, and these are what was left over. I paid for the supplies out of my own money, so didn't take anything from the school. But anyways, I prefer one that is slanted at the tip for weaving and ends for crochet and knitting. So I don't know where it went to. It's orange, the one I have. Well, I also have a blue one, and I don't know where that one is either. But anyway, so 1 scrunchie for Innovase, that is the red house. That brings our total to 4 for Habilis, 2, Habilis is black, 2 for Epimino purple, and 1 for Innovase, which is red, we still have Wafa, which is gold, Milos, which is blue, and Kalawahi, which is green, not on the board yet. So let's do our next roll. 4, which is Milos. So we're going to be doing a blue one. And let's flip the coin. I say blue, but it's more like a turquoise or an aqua, but I don't have a lot of that color, so okay. The coin landed literally like this. It ran into the scrunchie I just finished. Okay. And you are a heads. That is 1 for Milos. So I will be coming back with that. The kayaking or canoeing, it's the one with one blade on the paddle, is going good. They're in their first heats. I am watching past events. Okay, this is an event that took place on the 29th of July. So, but I haven't looked up the results. Just enjoying it. So I will be back to show you Milos's, and I might switch out my headband to represent them. So that's why I'm wearing black, because I was like, just switch out your headband for each house. If you're new to the channel, in November and December, I was hospitalized for 2 weeks with pancreatitis. About 2 to 3 months after that, I lost over half of my hair. And so headbands are about the only way I feel secure, but it's coming back. My hair is coming back. Unfortunately, that also makes it real lumpy, but it's good. It's okay, because I was worried it wouldn't come back. So that is why I've got a ton of headbands. But so I thought I would change them out to represent the house I'm working on. So I'll be back. Bye, guys. Okay, this one only took half an hour, so much better. And that included the time to go find my headband. So, here we go. This is called Blue Crush. It's Juicy Couture, and this one has a sparkle in it, which, let me tell you, the sparkle's super cute, but it rubs against my finger while I'm crocheting with it. But so cute. I think the kids will love it. I will be offering some of these as prizes. Some will go on my Etsy shop, but I do a reading bingo, so with the kids at school. So let's see what is next. Roll. 4. So we're on Milos again. So sticking with the same color. And how many? Oh, 2. So 2 more for Milos. So I will be back in a bit. Still watching kayaking or canoeing. I'm not quite positive on the difference, but now we're doing the men's qualifications. The men's and the women's have 2 runs down. We watched the first run of the women's, and now we're on the first run of the men's. So it's going good. So I'm back to it. Bye. Okay. 2 more for Milos, in the Blue Crush colorway. I did both of these in about 20 minutes each, so that's good. We're 5 hours into this challenge, and I've done 10. Now, that means that there is, we've just gone over a 5th, so I need to pick up the speed if I'm going to do 50, because I think that this speed will put me at closer to 48. So, got to pick up the speed a little bit. But that, my husband texted just a few minutes ago that he's getting ready to come home. He's going to give me the ETA when he's on the road. We're going to have tacos from Costco, the like street tacos. So that's real easy preparation. So I should be able to do another roll or 2, depending on if we flip a heads or a tails. So let's see what it's going to be. 3, this is another house we haven't done, Wafa. That is a yellow gold color. And how many are we going to do? Oh my gosh. What are you? Heads. So 1 for Wafa. I will be back when that is done, and maybe we'll be able to fit in 1 more roll. Although I probably should feed the dogs too. So we'll see what gets done. Okay, I'll be back soon. Oh, we're on the second run for the women's, so making progress. Okay, we have our first one for Wafa, Yellow House, and it, not so close, but a little bit. So that makes 12, I believe. My husband has texted, he is on the road, so I need to go downstairs, get things ready for dinner, take the dogs OUT, and give them food. So I'm going to roll the dice to see what's going to be up next, but we'll probably eat dinner up here and then watch some swimming. So I might finish a couple of scrunchies before I can come back. So let's see. 2. That is Habilis black again. And that is a heads. So 1 black one coming up after dinner. So I will chat with y'all later. Hope you're having a great time. And I just finished, like I literally just finished the women's second heat. So I'll chat with you guys later. Bye. Okay, I'm back. We watched swimming. And then I watched the triathlon while doing some chores downstairs. The mixed relay triathlon. And that was really interesting. Anyways, here is 1 black scrunchie. Can I do that? No, I'm not that talented. Anyways, finished that. I made myself a mixed green superfood situation. It is disgusting. Ugh. But I don't eat enough vegetables, so trying to be healthier. Anyway, so let's roll, see what happens next. I'm probably only gonna manage to do another roll or 2 because I need to get some sleep. I'm not actually that tired despite yawning right now. But there's some things I need to do tomorrow before school starts. I need to go to the post office and mail a package. I need to take pictures of a bunch of products, edit them, and get them posted on Etsy. And I need to do that in the daylight. And then I also want to stop by the school and pick up my keys for the library. Just so that's not something I'm trying to do on the first day of school when everything's already hectic for the ladies in the front office anyway. So those are the things I'm planning on doing. Plus watching more Olympics and crocheting more scrunchies. So let's do as much as we can before then. Roll. Okay, we rolled a 2. That is Habilis. Oh, really? More black? I'm gonna run out of black, and then I'm gonna have to do like gray. Let's see. Tails, so 2 more black ones. I will be back when I've done with that. I may have to include it going to the craft store to get more black yarn at this rate. So, we'll see. I'll chat with y'all later. Bye. Okay, we've got 2 more black scrunchies. Hit the delirious stage again. I do have my hair up. It was bugging me. So, anyways, let's add 2 more of these to the list, which brings us to 7 black scrunchies. So, Habilis, the house at my school, Habilis is kicking butt. I mean, I think they have more than all the other houses added together. 5, 6, okay, they're tied to all the other houses added together. So, not great. Let's roll again. Do 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 do. Give us something new. 1 Epimino. That's my house. And how many are we doing? We are doing 1. 1 in purple. I'll be back with that in a bit. Hey friends, it is about 6 a.m. so I'm gonna go to bed. Probably for about 4 hours is my plan. I'd like to wake up at 10. And then I should still be tired, which not a bad thing when you're trying to reset a sleep schedule, because I need to go to bed at a decent time to go to work. So we have one Potent Purple scrunchie. That brings our total scrunchies to 10, 11, 14, 15 scrunchies, and we're at 7 hours. So, still much work to do, but I am hoping to do it tomorrow. I'm considering going to Joann's tomorrow. I think I already mentioned that. But, so I was on the Joann's app, and at my local Joann's, it's about 20 minutes away, they have a bunch of the Juicy Couture colors that I don't have. And while the price to scrunchie ratio with Juicy Couture is not fantastic, it's about $175 per scrunchie, and that's not including the hair tie itself and then anything else. So it's about $2 to make a scrunchie using the Juicy Couture, and that's when you get it on sale. Okay, when it's not on sale, it's over $2.50 per scrunchie. It's probably closer to $3 because I didn't even factor in tax to that. Anyways, so the return on investment, not great. However, their yarn is smoother in the hands to work with, and like it doesn't clump up in the ball as much. But I mean, the Bernat velvet is still fantastic. Like, this is Bernat crushed velvet, and it's great. The black scrunchies, well, basically all the scrunchies I've been making in this challenge, the black ones, and it is a very soft, nice yarn. So I'm not saying anything against Bernat velvet, and you get far more scrunchies per ball with the Bernat velvet. But anyways, so I was on the website, and our local one had some colors that looked pretty. Well, and that's the other thing, is there's only so many colors in the Bernat. I mean, same with Juicy, but there are some colors that there's this one that looks online like it's bright pink, but not like neon pink, but like a bright pink. And I think that one would be really pretty. So while the yarns are 30% off at Joann's, I'm gonna go, probably, if I'm not too lazy, go get a couple of the colors I didn't have. But while I was looking online, I noticed in the sparkle, there's a whole bunch more listed that weren't listed this weekend. Say hi to James. James, say hi to everybody. Hi, I'm Jamie. Yeah, I love you too, bud. Anyways, there's a whole bunch more listed that weren't listed before, like colors, and it's only on the sparkle, but I'm hoping that they'll list them in the not sparkle, because some of those colors I have not seen in any of the, like, even close on. There's several more shades of green, and just some reds that look really pretty. And so I'm really hoping that those will come in not sparkle as well, but they weren't listed on the not sparkle, only on the sparkle. But so I'm wondering if, like, once the sale ends, those will suddenly be available at the normal full price, of course. But if so, then I will wait for them to go on sale and then hopefully get my hands on some of them, because they look really pretty. I am a little scrunchie obsessed at the moment, and I can't even wear them because my thin hair. But it's coming back. It's coming back. Anyways, so I need to go to bed. I just finished filling up my husband's water container and putting the food that was in the refrigerator into his bag, because he leaves in about 2 hours. So the vegetables that I pack for him will be fine at this point. And yeah, but I am gonna roll the dice with us now. That's why I started filming. And Jamie, no, stay. Good boy, stay. Okay. And then I'm finishing like an ASMR video, and I have a dog trying to bite my toes. There's so many. Okay. And I'm gonna work on tidying the desk a little bit while I do that, so that I don't have to do that in the morning when I go to take the pictures. So yeah, let's do that. Okay, we rolled a 3 Wafa. That's the golden color. When are we gonna roll a 6? Come on, green's my favorite color. What are you? 1. So 1 of the golden color. And yeah, I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye. Hey guys, I'm holding this selfie style. Anyways, today was a complete and utter failure of plans. So I had made plans to watch about 8 hours of Olympics, crochet my little heart out, take pictures, post Etsy, all those things. I went to my school to pick up my keys. It was a complete disaster. Teacher's frantic, the front office lady frantic. And so I stayed there the whole day. I mean, I did go to the post office, but yeah, I left at 8:15 maybe. So I was there for like 11 hours. I'm tired, but I felt bad because my teacher friends were like, you know, some are on the verge of meltdowns because there's dust everywhere. They were still doing construction like in the actual classrooms, and it was a big mess. My library looks like a disaster zone. Like, I didn't even work on my library, okay? I laminated for them. I talked to them. I tried to help. I worked on my schedule because this year we're not allowed to have library time during ELA, English language, and during math because the kids' test scores have not been good. And so I had to go through all of the schedules, and make sure that none of the teachers had scheduled during those times, and several had, and I had to try to figure out how. So then I had to contact other teachers and be like, could you move to this time instead? Because the time you have right now is the only time so-and-so can be at the library. And then I even ended up having to move my lunch break on one day because there was no way to fit in that teacher anywhere. I compared all of the teachers in the times that her schedule would fit, and there just wasn't any that could move anywhere. It was a nightmare. I printed things out. I was highlighting. It took hours, but got it worked out. Oh my gosh. Tuesdays are going to be a complete nightmare. That's the day I had to move my lunch to like the second period before school's out. Like to a lunch period, it's not even a lunch period, okay? It's the time period after the late lunch. Because that's the only way it would work. I do look to have possibly an easy Friday with only maybe 1 to 2 classes scheduled, so that will give me a lot of time to do the updates to the library I need to do. But anyways, all that to say, I did no crocheting. There's no Olympic watching. I am so tired. I am dead on my feet. My feet are in pain. And my husband's gonna take me to dinner because I'm so tired. And because he's so sweet to me. So, oh man. We're only at hour 7. well, we'll see what we can get done after, after work. So I get off at 3:30. I gave them 10 hours off the books. I will be leaving at 3:30. I say this all the time. I never leave at 3:30, okay? I am probably the last one to leave most times. Sometimes even after the custodian, the night custodian. So, what can I say? I love my kids at school. And I just want the library to be the best place it could be for them. So, anyway, I'm gonna take a shower. My husband's gonna take me to dinner. And then I'm going to pass out. I'm not even sure I can make it to dinner. I just want to go to the pass out part. And I can't find my planner. It's fine. We're letting go of the planner, okay? I'm not going to need the planner tomorrow. I don't know where it's at. Okay, I'll worry about that later. I've got to go. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye. Hey friends. Survived the first day of school. I am exhausted. I think those are some pretty bad bags under my eyes. Ooh. Okay, let's put the glasses back on. Cover those up a bit. Yeah, I'm exhausted. So, I thought there was supposed to be a cleaning crew that was... Hey, babies. That was supposed to clean my library overnight. That didn't happen. So, I had to do it because... we had an event in there this afternoon where all 600 of the kids from the school were gonna cycle through. And so I spent an hour vacuuming, actually an hour. And then I had to dust all the bookcases, or the little bookcases. Ow, ow, ow. Okay, my foot is not a toy. So I'm exhausted. It was exhausting. And then the event in the library, it was supposed to be teaching them about library expectations, so things like no hoods and hats on inside, volume level 1, which is a whisper, not a 1, not a 2, which is normal talking, or a 3, which is shouting. And then about minding personal boundaries and spaces and stuff like that. Anyway, same speech over and over and over again. Oh. And unfortunately, this wasn't time for the game that we had been preparing, which was I messed up the bookcases, and then they were supposed to go and find mistakes and correct them. So books scattered on the ground and not in the shelves properly, and a bunch of fun activities. And there was points, and the class that did the best is getting an extra recess. So a fun time for the kids, but the cycles were just 15 minutes, and it just wasn't enough time for the kids to come in, get situated, me to go over all the policies, and then to organize the game. So thank you, Maggie. So yeah, so I'm really exhausted. That's what the so is. So I am going to oh, and also my air conditioning is broken in the library. It was very hot. So I'm going to drink a nice cool Coke Zero cherry, and then I'm gonna sleep. I'm gonna take a nap. Oh god. Perhaps I was gonna try to watch one Olympic event and work on scrunchies, but I might have to take a nap first. I just don't know that I have that energy in me. So yeah, I'm really tired, so I will come back soon and talk to you all in a bit. Bye. Hey friends, it's Kate from Kate's Crafting Corner. It is August 9th at 11 p.m. and I am only just getting home. I, at the last minute, got invited to go out to dinner with a couple work friends, and we went at 4 o'clock. And we left at like 10:15. I took one of them home because she had gone with her husband, but then her husband had a volleyball game, and so I took her home. And yeah, it was great. It was a great time talking, getting to know them better. But I am tired. I am tired. So yeah. Anyways, so I think my dog stole my dice. I have looked all over the desk for the D6 and I cannot find it. I looked in the immediate vicinity of the desk, although I didn't look in the under panel, so I'll look there next. But I think that they stole it, so I might have to use a virtual dice, which is okay because we've not rolling a green number 6 yet, and we've done 11, 12, 13, 16, like 20. We've done 20, and the green number 6 has not come up yet. Oh no, I don't know. So maybe the virtual one will give us better luck. Anyways, so it's my understanding that the gymnastics are going to expire from Peacock on August 13th. So I'm going to be watching gymnastics, well, crocheting scrunchies, because other events are supposed to stay until the end of the year, December 31st. So I watched the men's 10K swimming, open water swimming, and I made 4 scrunchies. So first I made this yellow one, then I made the 2 reds, and then I made this potent purple. So scrunchies. I would roll to see what we're doing next, but I don't know where my dice is, so can't do that. And also I might need to sleep. I am tired. First week back at school was good, but it was also exhausting, and a few classes are going to visit next week. I'm going to do a read aloud, but the library is not in a state that we're ready for that, so I may go in over the weekend. This is a rare weekend where they will have the school unalarmed, so you're able to go in. So I may, just to get some stuff done, but I may not. So we'll see. We'll see. But anyways, I'll keep you updated on what I make scrunchie wise, but I hope you're having a great day. Oh, so sorry about this. Anyways, bye. Hey friends, it's Kate from Kate's Crafting Corner. It is Sunday, August 11th, and I didn't sleep because, let me tell you, I was going to sleep like a normal person, but then I saw a news alert that was saying that Jordan Childs, American, hey guys, let's not play while mommy's filming. Hey, no thank you. That says Jordan Childs, American who got bronze on floor routine for gymnastics, is being stripped of her bronze medal because of reasons. And I could rant about this for a while. I tried to explain it to my husband. And I was then on Twitter and Reddit for like 5 or 6 hours just reading and posting. Yeah, it's wild. But anyways, so the closing ceremony is happening right now, but I'm not watching it. The reason why? Because the gymnastic events have 1 day left to watch. That is what it is telling me on Peacock. And I've checked several other sports and they don't say 1 day left. So it might be also for like synchronized swimming or something, but that sport kind of weirds me out. I don't like it. So I really mainly cared about canoeing, rowing, and I want to watch the marathons. But so I have one day left to watch, so that's what I've got to watch. I made a checklist for myself, and so I was watching it last night and checking off the events, ignore my messy handwriting, that I needed to watch. But so because there is such a time constraint, I'm not going to be coming and posting after every event because I just got to go. So I will show you what I did last night when I wasn't, you know, stalking the website or the internet. So first up was 1 purple. The next thing I got was 1 black. Then I got 2 more purple. Oops. Then I got 1 blue. And then I rolled another blue and I did start it. So this is where that one's at. So that is what's happening right now. Green has still not been rolled. I have switched to my computer and using Google to roll. Doesn't seem to have made a difference. Green is not getting rolled. So that makes me sad because green's my favorite color. But it is what it is. So yeah, we'll see what happens. I have got my patriotic American mug with me this morning. I mean, I say morning, it's almost 1 p.m. I've also got a cherry Coke Zero because it's hot, and some top ramen because it's my comfort food. So we're gonna see how much I can get watched. I might have to watch some while laying down. That might have to happen, especially the all-around events, like the team, not the team, the individual all-around. So what I've got left is the women's team. I think I watched the men's team, so I don't think I still need to watch that, but I have to watch both the men and the women's all-around events, and then the men's parallel bars. I haven't watched that yet because when I tried to play it, it kept like going back to the menu. So I'm hoping that now that I'm sorry, a dog is trying to fall asleep in the water bowl. It is kind of funny. They like rest their head on the edge, and sometimes their ear will like droop in the water. Anyways, so yeah, it kept on going to the main menu, so I'm hoping now that the TV's been turned off, it will work properly, but we will have to see. Oh my gosh, they are so playful right now. I took them OUTSIDE, and now they're back inside and ready to play. So yeah, so that's what's on the menu. I will come back when I think I have enough to update you with. I am at 13 hours right now, so I do have another 11 I need to get done. That's clearly not going to get done by tomorrow, because I think my husband and I are going to go to dinner. I'm not positive. That's what was suggested yesterday, but he may have forgotten because I need to get gas for my car. And so we go to Costco, which is about 20 minutes away, and so from after that we'd go to dinner, but we'll see. He's estate sailing right now, so I will chat with you all later, and we'll see how much I can get done during all these gymnastics I'm trying to stuff in on the last day. So chat with you guys later. Bye. Okay, friends, we have 5 hours left of this challenge. These 24-hour ones are taking a long time. Anyways, so these are the ones I crocheted since my last update. I put them on a little spray thing that I've had for a while. Anyways, so we have one more sparkly blue one. Finally, we have green. So here are 2, sparkly greens. Then we have another yellow. A red. And finally, another sparkly green. I'm also just started a purple one. So that's where we'll pick up when we come back. I don't know that I'll be able to finish all 5 hours tonight, as that would put me at stopping at midnight. Well, just before midnight, but I stayed late at work. But yeah, we're gonna try it, and I'm really tired. I might need to take a nap, but I think I'm gonna, excuse me, put on a canoeing event and work on work on just working my way through the canoeing mixes. So that's what I'm gonna do. I have a little cheese and summer sausage plate situation, as I kind of forgot to pack lunch. Like, I took on my lunchbox. Tuesdays, my lunch break got moved back because it's the only time to fit a certain class in was at my normal lunchtime, so I moved my lunch to the end of the day, and by the time that it got there, I was just like, I crocheted, finished a washcloth, and just wasn't really at a place where I really wanted to eat. I was kind of really just tired by that point. So I'm having a snack of cheese and summer sausage, and I'm gonna watch, I think it's the women's canoeing final, or it's their kayaking final. It's one or the other. We haven't even got to the cross events or the sprint events, so there's still a lot more to watch, and this is all available until the end of the year, so I'm gonna be watching it. I won't take you guys along with all my watching of it, but yeah, I enjoy it. And the Bundesliga, that's the German soccer league, starts soon, and I am planning on watching a lot of that, so that's probably what I'm gonna watch while working. Hello. Hey, Annie, be nice. You're too aggressive sometimes. This is Annie. She's so funny. When you pick her up after you've been gone, she makes these little, like, gasping sounds, like, yeah. Anyways, yeah, gonna go, if she'll let me, crochet, make some scrunchies. I don't think I'm gonna hit 50, but I think it'll be in the mid 40s will probably be my final count. I just read too much, like, Twitter posts and stuff to make the 50 mark. Just watching what was happening and reading about what was happening with Jordan Childs and the bronze for the floor routine for women's. It's all just real sad. Honestly, the best solution would have been what Romania suggested, and giving all 3 of the athletes a medal, because at this point it just looks like such a cluster F. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I love you too. Okay, I'm gonna go. Probably change into something a bit more comfy, and then crochet away. Bye, guys. Hey, friends. Okay, so I have got 3 hours left on the challenge. Last night I had to go to bed. I did watch that women's kayaking or canoeing final, and what was so cool is an American got in 3rd place, and that was not expected at all. So how these events work, the canoeing and the kayaking one, is they start off and there's 23 to 24 people who are competing. So they each get 2 runs down the thing, and the best time of the 2 runs is the one that determines where they're placed. So in that first time, they go down to 20 people, okay? So those 20 people move on to the semifinals. And during the semifinals, 8 more people get eliminated, so they get down to 12. And then there's one more run, and that's the final, right? And in between the qualifying 2 runs and the semifinals, the course gets changed. Like the location of the downstream and the upstream gates changes. So, the American had qualified into the final in 12th place. So barely made it. And then in the final, they go from the 12th place down to the 1st place from the semifinals. So she had to do it first. And she improved her score, I think, by like 8 seconds or something like that. And she was in the goal. So they also then have to sit in chairs with gold, silver, and bronze. And so if someone displaces you, then you have to move down the chair, or leave that area if you're no longer in the medal contention. So she was sitting in the gold medal chair for quite some time, which was really cool for her. Then she eventually went down to bronze. But like, again, she started in the 12th place position. So she had to sit through run after run after run. And yeah, it wasn't until second to the last person to go that she moved down to bronze. And then it was expected that the person who would go last would displace her because she was just so good. But she just had a really bad run. I think she got like multiple penalties. So, okay. So each time you touch the gate with either your boat or your paddle or yourself, that's a 2-second penalty. Each gate that you skip, like you missed it, that is a 50-second penalty. And I think this person, well, she touched several gates, but also she almost missed like 2 of them. So then she had to paddle back to go through it. And so that cost her a lot of time. But yeah, and then it was so sad because she was sobbing in her boat. And it was just so sad because it's like, this is these people's dreams. And you understand why they're so emotional. But like, for the American, was not expected to medal at all. And that was just so cool for her. She's 20 years old, so she's still pretty young for this sport. And the next Olympics is going to be in America, and so she'll hopefully get a chance to get better and maybe medal again in America. So anyways, I've really been enjoying the canoeing and kayaking. So then I watched the men's semifinal. And I wanted to keep watching, but I was so tired. I went to bed. My husband wasn't even home, and I went to bed. So I only got 4 scrunchies done. It is hard for me to do the scrunchies while watching it because it's just so fascinating. But anyways, okay, so I finished this purple one. It's called Potent Purple. Then I rolled the dice for red. And then I rolled yellow for 2. And I decided to try a different yellow. So I went with safety yellow. Guys, it's not even, it is bright. I don't think that fully encapsulates the brightness of this safety yellow. I don't know. It's definitely like when you think of reflecting light yellow. Anyways. So I made 2 of them. I did roll again. And I got a 2. And this is going to be for green. Now that I've switched to the virtual dice, green is actually showing up. So now I'm suspicious of my dice. I have this much left of the sparkle green, and to be honest, I'm not sure if this is enough for a full one, so My hope is to finish a full one in this, but I might just have a partial. But so I've got the pine green I've done before, but then I had the non-sparkly version of that one. And so I decided, you know what? I'll just do this. I've not made any with it. It's a nice green. So it's called teal green. Hey, Meganators. Do you want to say hi? Oh, it's Maggie. Say hi. Draco. Draco. Hi, buddy. Okay, so I have 3 hours left. I'm gonna hopefully finish it. It's 5:30 p.m. I've been home for almost 2 hours, probably 2 hours. Well, no, not quite, because I left work at about 4. So, yeah, so gonna do that. I am tired, so I don't know how much I'll do beyond. I do need to edit the videos, so I should have one more video. I've sent over the other videos onto the iPad so I can start the editing process. But yeah, anyways, I'll chat with you guys in a bit so we can do a wrap up. Bye. Hey friends. Okay. I'm calling it on this challenge. I'm pretty sure I have like 2 or 3 more hours I'm supposed to do, but I accidentally forgot to turn off my timer, and then when I went to turn it on, it was at like the 93 hours, which means it had been almost 4 days since I had made my last attempt. So yeah, plus the kids are starting to check out books, which means they're gonna start getting points that go towards the prize bin, and so I need to start getting my prize bin together. And so I need to take pictures of these for Etsy, and then also bring some to school for the prize bin. So yeah, so that's that. I'm just calling it. We're done. I have another challenge I'm gonna start, and I will tell you about that in just a minute, but these are the only 2 I didn't show you guys yet, and they are Tint of Mint, I mean a mint color. I don't know what else to say about that. I love the color mint. I think it's really pretty. Yeah, I had rolled for green, and I wanted, oh yeah, that's what happened. Oh my gosh. Okay, it's all coming back to me. It's been a few days. Where is it? Okay, so I was gonna work with the sparkle color, and like I expected, that did not have enough. So I just left that so that when I get that color in this again, I can continue. And then I tried with the Hobby Lobby velvet, and it was too thick. Okay, so it wasn't really flopping properly, and I think it'll be good for Ami and making creatures, which I plan on doing also for my prize bin and for Etsy and for a few other things. But I think it's not right for scrunchies. So I tore that out, which was a pain and a half. But then I was like, you know what? We'll do Tint of Mint. So here we are with some Tint of Mint, and I think that's a color I haven't actually done before. So yeah. So here is my box. It is basically all filled up with scrunchies. So below these yellow ones, I have those golden yellow, which is more like the school color for that house. Below these green is black. Now, in determining which house won this competition, It is definitely the black house. Wait, no. Did we tie? Sorry, noises. As I move things around. The main problem is my bag of pills. My medications. Okay. Let's see. Epimino had 8 and Habilis had 8. Okay, so purple and black tied for first place. Ironically, then, the other 4 colors, gold, blue, red, and green, all had 5. So, I mean, we end on a pretty even note. If I wanted to even it up, I would do 3 more of each of the other 4 colors. But that's not the next challenge. So, yeah, we will get to that later. Maybe I'll make more scrunchies in September. But I have other projects to do. So yeah, so all together that makes 10, 20, 36. So I did not even crack 40. And that's just because just everything. School started back up. That drains all my energy, and I had very little energy left for crafting. So that's where we are at. I hope I have enough energy for my next challenge, but yeah. Oh, I've got an itch on my back. Okay, so I'm gonna put the lid back on this. Our next challenge, which I will do a preview video for after I press the end on this. But the next challenge is a how much can I complete by the end of the month challenge. And I'm going to be working on that for both cross stitch, crochet, and knitting. I have projects that are pretty close to finishing, and I'm just hoping to use this as a motivator to finish them. Also, I decided spur of the momently to sign back up for Harry Potter Knitting and Crochet House Cup on Ravelry, and I don't know if I'm gonna get sorted because I didn't participate in the last like 2 or 3 2 terms, I think. The last one I participated in was fall 2023, and you might recall that at the end of fall 2023 I got hospitalized for 2 weeks with pancreatitis, and that basically drained all the energy out of me, and so I missed the next 2 terms. So I'm hoping that I will be accepted back in, but I may have to do what is called like a student on sabbatical, where you are required to complete a class every term before they enroll you again. So we will see. Either way, I'm participating again, and that class, that challenge. Hey, Sansa. No, baby. That, Jesus, words. That challenge group, it's all new starts, and it has to be in that month. So, not really going to be able to work on my whips. So I want to finish some things heading into that. So that competition will be good for scrunchies, washcloths, face scrubbies, some of the small amigurumi that I have been attempting to do. What else? Just like Battenberg squares, granny squares, just those kind of like easy projects. I was about to say washcloths again, but no, not washcloths. So yeah, I'm excited to work on that. Hi, Ari Bari. When you look down, they're just like staring at you. But I need to finish things. So I'm going to close out this challenge and start the new challenge, and it will I'm trying to decide if I separate the cross stitch and the crochet knitting, or do I put it all together? I might just put it all together. Anyways, I'll chat with y'all later. Bye.